So one of the videos I got a comment saying that I was walking around a lot, moving around a lot, and it was like crazy or something like that, and that I could have just sat down and spoken and done the video. I agree, but the thing is this, right? I don't want to sit down. I sit down a lot already, so I sit down so much that it's actually scary. So I would rather just walk around more than sit down. And this is true for my videos also. I would rather walk around than just sit down or than just stand up. Though standing up is better, it uses up more energy and requires more energy. It shows that I have more energy to stand up, and it's not like I don't have energy to stand up. But of course, standing for a long time without moving is actually not a good thing. I think has problems. It has its own problems. But walking around is not a problem, right? So if you stand for 1 hour, 2 hours, it's okay. I think more than that, it can be a problem. Apparently, that's what I've heard, because I've tried to stand up and work, and I've read about it. So go check it out. But it's I just don't want to sit more. I already sit a lot for my work and whatnot. For reading, let's say, apparently it's not a good idea to walk and read, but I already do it these days because I don't want to sit and read. That's too much sitting for work, and maybe with a book it might be hard to walk and read, but with a phone it's not hard to walk and read. With a book it depends, but yeah, if you're moving very much, like in a, say, in a car or in a train or in a bus and reading, then I think it can cause strain to the eyes. Anyways, I'm trying to walk around, move around as much as possible, and not sit. So this comment saying that I could have just sat down and recorded the video, I agree. I understand that for a lot of people, and I think even for me, it can be hard to focus on someone who is actually moving around, because the background is moving a lot, the camera is moving a lot like this. That can be even inducing headaches and whatnot for many people, right? And if I'm moving in a vehicle, ideally I shouldn't even record if I'm moving in a two-wheeler and all. I recorded recently. My phone can fall down and all, and my hands can go away. Like if someone just, I'm smiling, but it's actually a very serious issue. So it's important to not actually record a video while I'm actually going in a two-wheeler. That time I was just trying to not pause, because I wanted to just finish off the video, because I can pause, but I didn't want to pause, and but I can't stop, because if I stop, then I'll have to record a new video and I'll have to merge them and whatnot. I'm too lazy to do that, and I don't want to put part 1, part 2. Sometimes I get calls when I do actually videos. If I pick up the call, the video stops, because in almost all video recording apps, you basically switch your recording, and if you switch away from the app, it will just stop the recording. And this is true even for say taking up calls or for anything, right? You switch away from that video app, it will stop recording. If you're recording and if you switch away from the video app, it will stop recording. It won't pause it. That's unfortunate for me, because then I'll have to put the video as 2 parts in YouTube, or I'll have to merge it, which is not a hard task, but it will take a few moments or even a minute or so or more. And I'm too lazy to do that these days. I used to do it, and then I'll have 3 videos or something. Let's say I have 2 videos and I merge it. I'll have third video which is merged. Now which one do I store? Which do I store? The third video. Usually I've noticed that the merged video is smaller than the combination of the 2 videos, the size, right? And I wonder if the quality has gone down. So I don't want to actually have that merged video. I can delete the merged video and have the first and second video alone. But then then it will be weird to actually have it stored, because when I go back and look, it'll be weird to just look at one of those videos, because I'll be like, what is this? What is the other one? And I don't name my videos. The file names are not named, right? It is just the date and time and whatnot, the default that the recording app uses, or the phone uses, or phone camera app uses, whatever, right? So I won't even know which videos are related also, though it will be close by because of the default name. but still, right, but the quality will be better, because I think so, at least, because the merged video, the size of the merged video is smaller than the sum of the, or the addition, basically the sum of the parts, right, sum of the size of the video parts. So it's a very tricky thing. So I'm like, I don't want to pause, or I don't want to stop, and it's very easy to by mistake stop also instead of pausing. So yeah, sometimes I end up just somehow finishing up the video than just stopping and not moving and whatnot. And it's nice to walk around and talk than just sit and talk. I would rather just get bored, I think. So, but I understand that walking around and moving around can actually cause, say, the background to move and cause headaches and cause focus problems. People can't focus because the background is moving so much that they are actually focused on the background and all. I understand, I'm sorry, but I can only do so much. The idea is to just create content. The idea is not to create exactly consumable content, which means create content such that it's easy to consume, or it's even viable or possible to consume. For example, now I'm in a road. Ideally, I shouldn't record. My dad would just kill me if he knows that I'm recording on the road. He'll be like, why are you recording on the road, especially while you're walking around and all that. Like now I'm actually standing, which is actually not good for me. I like to walk around. It's good for my body to walk around, good for my body and for me. So the idea is to just create content and put it out there. And I think it will be hard for even me to actually consume this content. So imagine that it's hard for me to consume this content probably in the future. But will I first of all even consume? I don't know. I doubt it, because I'll need a lot of time to consume my content. All of them are pretty big content, long form content. I'll have to figure out a way to actually short it out, or cut it into proper parts. But it's just that I do impromptu videos. Whatever is on my mind, I just talk it out. I've spoken about this before. But yeah, the idea is, I don't have time or space or energy to actually create content properly, wherein you have a nice background, white background or whatever, where there is no distraction and whatnot. And I'm sitting and talking, and my voice is loud and whatnot, so that it's easy to listen. But I'm on the road, it's all noisy. That's why I'm actually trying to shout and talk, so that the mic picks up my voice than anything else. And I'm using my phone because I don't have really fancy equipments. If I'm in a specific space, I could use some camera and all, but I need to first of all get a camera for that, DSLR or whatever fancy camera is out there, and then a fancy mic and whatnot to capture good enough input from my audio, my mouth, and a lot of stuff, right? I don't have time for that. I don't have the money for that. I don't have real estate and space for that. Though I could actually sit in my office room and take a video and all. I've done that at times, but I would rather just walk around and take videos. Like I said, I like to move. I like to move around. I like to move, and it's nice for my body. It's great for my body. It's great for my brain and for my body, right? So I would rather do that. So I'm sorry for actually having a video that's actually not great to consume. But yeah, that's the pro, like con. The pro is just the content. If you consider that as a pro, almost everything else is a con. I think almost everything else is a con, like the moving around and whatnot, audio quality or video quality, whatever, right? So yeah, I mean, or the content length, or the dragging or whatever. So the content, the core content, if you like it and if you consider it useful, then great, that is your advantage or pro. Or you have no pros, and I think you should rather just look at other videos. Anyway, so that's all I had for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.